The holidays are coming quickly, and you may be having company over, or you may be traveling, and your pets will be exposed to so much. Dr. Rebekah Hartfield is a veterinarian in Holdenville, and she joins us this morning to talk about helping our pets kind of handle the holidays, especially when it comes to food. Good morning, and thanks for being here.
Good morning. Glad to be back again this week.
This is a really exciting time. Folks are excited about being together, and our pets are part of the family, so they're going to be part of the celebrations as well. We've got to be really careful, though, when we're dealing with them with some of this stuff.
Yes, there are so many risks when it comes to having company over for the holidays. There's anxiety, stomach aches, and of course that dreaded trip to the ER if they get into any of these things that we're going to talk about today.
So let's talk a little bit about how do you go about what are some of the things that you want us to be aware of if this is happening during the holidays?
Exactly. So the biggest one is keep that food on the table. On the table, not off the table, under the table. You got to watch those kids. They want to, feed their pets and toss them treats. But things on the table can lead to what's called pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas. So many of our foods are just so fatty. Dogs can't process that fat like people can, and so it can lead to things like pancreatitis and some other issues we'll talk about in some of the other things. But if you really want to feed your pet on Thanksgiving or even Christmas, make some special treats for them that are healthy and that they can have, or even buy some special treats for them. Another good option is
go ahead.
Well, another good option too is if your dog is a beggar and wants to be at that table and you're scared that they might get something, that they shouldn't, you might want to find a nice comfy place for them in your home to keep them while everyone's having their feast.
Well, I'm always worried because people that might come into your home that don't know your pet, and they just think, well, this is normal food and it'll be fine for them. And you're going to quiz me in a little bit, but you put something in the trash. I know one time my mom came to visit when she was living out of state, and she had brought some flavored coffee, and I didn't realize, and she didn't know. So like trash cans, suitcases, you really need to see what you're throwing out or what is easily accessible to your pets.
Exactly. So keep that trash put away, because one thing that I really worry about is, you mentioned coffee. Dogs can't have caffeine. So, coffee grounds, tea that's caffeinated, they can get into those. But a big one is turkey bones or chicken bones. Those will definitely almost always end up with your pet in the emergency room, and we really don't want that. String is another big thing. If you're tying string around, in the kitchen doing things, or that can also lead to a blockage. So keep that trash put away, or put your pet somewhere safe during the holidays so that they don't get into those.
A couple other things to think about: the decorative plants. You take some poinsettia. You just need to be aware of decorations during the holidays.
Exactly. So even decorations, you don't want your pet chewing on those things, because again, if they have, plastic around them or string attached, or the plant themselves, like you mentioned, poinsettias, baby's breath can also be really dangerous pets. So definitely keep those away as well. And
you want to watch the exits, because the doors kids are coming in and out. So just make sure the pet is where it's supposed to be at all times. Okay, you have come up with some foods, and you're going to quiz me and folks at home so they can play along. Is this stuff that would you feed it to your pet, or should you not?
Yes. Okay. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me which one you should not give to your pet.
Okay.
Grapes or apples?
Apples.
So you cannot give grapes to your pet. Apples are okay.
Really?
Apples, bananas.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Grapes are really toxic and can cause issues in the kidneys. So stay away from grapes and raisins for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Here's another one. Yeast, dough, or sweet potatoes?
You should be able to eat. They can't eat sweet potatoes. They can't eat the dough.
They cannot eat the dough, no. And the reason for that is because it can cause severe bloating in your pet and a lot of pain. So stay away from the yeast dough.
Okay, give me one more.
Okay, chocolate or peanut butter?
You cannot eat chocolate. I know that one for a fact.
Exactly. So, but you also do have to, this was kind of a trick question. You do have to be careful with peanut butter too, because a lot of sweets that are, used, that are sugar-free have xylitol in them, and pets cannot have xylitol. This is very toxic to them. So just make sure, keep them away from the chocolate. But if someone's making something sugar-free, or if that peanut butter is sugar-free peanut butter, check and make sure there's not xylitol in there.
I got like 10 seconds left. If you notice, what should you look for in your pet if there's a problem?
Behavior changes, if they're hiding, if they're in pain. The biggest one is going to be vomiting or diarrhea. That can be a big sign that they ate something they weren't supposed to.
Dr. Hartfield, as always, we appreciate it. For more information, you can go to Dr. Hartfield's website. It's doctor Hartfield.com. Thanks for being here and happy Thanksgiving.